What's up guys, I'm Chase Brogan, and today in this video we are diving into the Nework MoveMate AI 27-inch portable touchscreen TV. And it's basically a big smart display that you can literally roll anywhere in your house. You don't even have to be by a power source. Now I've seen a lot of portable screens pop up over the last couple of years, but this one caught my eye specifically because it's not just a display at the end of the day. It combines the experience of a smart TV with an Android 14 tablet, all in one. We've got a built-in battery that's going to give you up to 16 hours of uninterrupted use off of one single charge. We've got touchscreen controls, we've got Android 14, and full access through Android 14 to the Google Play Store. So we can download Netflix, Disney+, ESPN, emulators, you name it. If it's on the Google Play Store, you can get it up and running on this device. So today I'm going to show you guys exactly what it does, how it performs, how we set it up, and how we navigate our way through it. But before we unbox this today, here are a few features here that stood out to me right out of the gate. First off, we have a 27-inch full HD touchscreen on here. We have up to 16 hours of battery life from one single charge on here if we remove this from a power outlet. In addition to the features that I highlighted for you guys already, we also have HDMI ports on here, we have USB-A ports on here, but we also have wireless casting options on here for not only gaming, but also for watching videos and also syncing up our mobile devices to this. So if you have an Apple device, if you have an Android device, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to cast onto this effortlessly. We also have built-in speakers and a 13 megapixel camera for video calls as well as streaming. Now, of course, the mobility here is one of the key standout features, and that's not only due to the built-in battery, but also due to the fact that this sits on a 5-wheel stand that enables you to move this effortlessly room to room without having to lift it up and lug it around. So let's unbox this, let's take a look at the layout, design, let's set this up, and let's navigate our way through this and see what the performance is like. So right here we have the base, very heavy, which is good because you don't want this, obviously there's going to be a lot of weight up high as well, so you want this to be weighted at the bottom so it doesn't tip over. Now here we have our power supply cable connection. This is going to be what charges the built-in battery. So this end is going to obviously go into your power outlet. It connects over to this side like so, and this end is going to be what plugs into the back side of the base here. So set that aside. We've got our user manual right here. We've got some set screws and tools right over here. We've got our smart remote. We've got our screwdriver. And now here is the post that we're going to connect to the base and then the back side of our monitor. And then right here is our 27-inch FHD monitor right here with touchscreen capabilities. And the cool thing about this is it actually is relatively lightweight, all things considered. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this to the side. So bottom side, you can see that we have our 5 wheels here. And we also have a connection that is going to be made right inside here. So all you have to do is just make sure that that is down here, poking through the hole. And this is the first part here. This is going to slide in just like so. Now there is a cable connection at the bottom that is going to connect over to the cable that runs through the posts here. Now down here at the bottom you'll notice that we have a cable connection. Once you put the post in place, you'll see that the inside of the post you have to connect that cable connection to like so. Then there's a plate cover right here. You're going to simply insert that in, and there is a screw hole that we have to go ahead and grab one of our set screws out of here to go ahead and secure it in place. And on the back side, there's a spot for our set screw to go in there and lock everything in. Now it's time to bring our monitor over. So all we have to do is simply line this up. There's a couple tabs on here. And you can hear it click right into place. There is a Type-C cable connection that needs to be made. All you do is secure that in place, and then you can drop this little protective cover over. Now you'll notice on the back that we have a little rubber cover. Underneath here we can access our ports. So we have an HDMI port and we also have a USB-A port on here. Alright guys, here we are with our display. Now one thing before we start diving into the actual interface here, I want to turn this to the side a little bit here. Obviously we can roll this effortlessly, room to room. But a really cool feature here is we can actually lower this or we can pull it up. And the nice thing is there's no tightening on here. So when we drop it down to where we want it, you leave it there. It's locked in place. You have to actually physically lift it up to move it. So it automatically secures itself and locks itself in place. But now let's dive in here and kind of comb through what this has to offer. Now, this can be turned. You can adjust this. You can tilt this. So I can tilt it upwards. I can tilt it downwards. So no matter where I am, I'm able to make those adjustments. We can also use this in landscape, or we can use this vertically like so. So first, let's go into landscape on here and kind of tour through this a little bit. Because this is an Android device, when I set this up, I had to jump in here with my Google account. So I've got that set up, but we have access to everything Google. We have YouTube, we have our Google Drive, we have our Gmail, Chrome, we have YouTube Music on here. We also have files, we have camera, we have settings, and we have our Play Store. Now, if we scroll upwards, we have a bunch of additional things in here, but with the Google Play Store, I love the fact that we can go ahead and bring in any app that we're looking for. So we go into the Google Play Store. I already added Netflix on here, but for example, Disney Plus is right here. All we do is we just simply hit install, and you're able to jump straight into any of these apps that you want. ESPN, that's another one that I watch every weekend for UFC. We'll go ahead and install that. One click, it automatically starts installing. We can actually close this out and take a look over here. It starts populating them in. Disney Plus is already ready to go. ESPN is downloading right now, and it looks like it's about to install 100%. So once it does, we can simply click on these. We'll go into Disney Plus right now. One click, opens right up on here. Doesn't get any easier than that. So when we want to X out, we can hit the square, we can get rid of that altogether, or just simply hit the circle right there. ESPN, same thing. It's already installed on here. We'll go ahead and we'll okay that, we'll allow that. Do we want notifications? No, we're not gonna do notifications on here, but simply loads right up. There you go, you sign in, you're good to go. So we're gonna go over here to, let's go into YouTube. So there's my channel already pulled up. So currently, obviously, we're in landscape mode. We're horizontal. So if we wanted to watch, like these are shorts. Okay, a short, for example, is going to be vertical, right? So let's turn this vertical, just like so. And let's jump into one of these shorts. Let's go over here to this one.
USDA safe pilot.
I think the question is, out of all the crazy stuff that we've done, how are you still alive?
Playing retro games on your iPhone like this, kind of frustrating, right? Touch controls. Now, if we want to change the volume, we have the volume button right over here. It opens up the side tab, and then we can obviously adjust that with the touch controls. But of course, we also have the remote. Smart remote is located right here, so you don't have to be up close and personal. You don't have to physically touch this to make those adjustments. You can do it all right from here. So you have the ability to do all of that on here. You can navigate with this, but honestly, the touchscreen capabilities on here are so good. I like being up close and personal, so we're gonna back out. Let's go back over to horizontal over here, and let's go into, and you can see it automatically adjusts and brings us right into horizontal mode. So let's go into long form content, which this is obviously going to be the best way to go ahead and jump in here. So let's go into this video. Loads of games. We're going to tour through exactly what this has to offer for us. So you can see I went in here, I changed the resolution from 720 default to 1080p. So we're able to get this in the clearest visuals possible. Let's jump into some gameplay demos on here from this particular video. So love the capabilities here. Now we also have this 13 megapixel camera located right up here at the top. So we can just simply go into camera right here, and you can see automatically populates in. Here I am right in front of this. So you can see it's working perfect. Now this is great for Zoom calls, this is great for e-meetings, this could even be for live streaming if you really wanted it to. Camera works great, it automatically adjusts to the light on here. So this is a great built-in feature here when we want to get out, just simply hit the little circle there. But we have files, again, Play Store, settings, adjustments here. We have the brightness on 100% right here, but everything can be customized to exactly what you want it to be on here. Now let's go ahead and actually connect my PC over to this, and let's jump into some games in real time and see what the experience is like over there. So right out of the box, getting this thing set up was super simple. Once it's powered on, I simply logged into my Google account and instantly felt like I was using a giant Android tablet. I've used a lot of mobile devices, especially here on the channel, and the setup process for a mobile Android phone or an Android tablet, and this product right here is absolutely no different. You've got all your apps right at your fingertips, and you can navigate your way through this with your fingertips as well. The touch screen feels nice and responsive. Scrolling, tapping, jumping between apps, it's super smooth. And if you're used to using an Android device, this is going to be right aligned with that experience. And honestly, having a 27-inch display you can interact with by touch is really underrated. It feels way more personal than a TV remote. Now the mobility here is where this becomes completely different from anything out there on the market. For somebody like me that is filming in different rooms all the time, having something that is fully portable and on wheels so I don't have to lift it up and lug it room to room is super convenient. Now let's talk about what this thing can actually handle. Because it's running Android 14, you've got access to the Google Play Store, meaning Netflix, YouTube, Disney+, ESPN+, Paramount+, and even retro gaming emulators are all available right on here. And of course, through the HDMI cable connection, we can go ahead and we can connect over our Nintendo Switch or Xbox Series X, or even our PCs, so we can have a gaming experience right from the HDMI connection as well. Now, I really enjoyed the gaming experience. I really enjoyed the entertainment experience. I found that the audio here, because we have two built-in speakers, was very good. I didn't have to be up close and personal with this to see it and to hear it. I could be across the room, and it was still an immersive, good experience. Now, it does not have a high refresh rate, so this isn't going to be a super high-end gaming monitor, but it does have gaming potential. For local play and retro gaming especially, this is perfect. But if you're a competitive esports gamer, I wouldn't recommend it for gaming on that level. So at the end of the day, big fan of what this offers. It's convenient, it's reliable, and it's 100% well made on here as well. So if you want to learn more about this product, click the link in the description of this video. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.